next. Julio Teheran, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, there's a lot of numbers you throw out there for pitchers, but I look at the batting average against, and overall, opponents are hitting under 200 against him this season. That is domination at its best.
But better hitting on the road than he is at home. Swing and a little tapper. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Well, as the leadoff guy who starts the game, you want to do anything you can to get things started early. Right there, he starts with an infield single. Now there's a lot of ways they can go about getting him home.
Stepping in, Adam Eaton. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Pulled toward right center field. Under it now is Kemp, and he'll make the play for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think opposing pitchers need to be really careful when working to Adam Lind. He's an absolute ribby machine. Top 5 of the NL in RBIs right now. So obviously he's a big part of this offense, and we'll see what he has in store in this one.
At the plate, Daniel Murphy, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. First pitch on its way. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matt, it seems like Drummond is pretty reasonable back there. He's consistent. You don't see many guys rubbernecking calls on him.
Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. Sent on the ground out to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder, and that's a tough second out.
Clearly should have been content to just move up 90 feet on the hit to right, but they were thinking first to third all the way. The right fielder came up and delivered a seed to third to get his man. Not a real tough throw, but it was a good one.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. These Braves, as they take the field here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Well, everybody's hyped. The crowd is hyped. Throw.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1 down the first baseline, and is right past him at first and down the right field line. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, this middle of this lineup is dangerous. You know, he gets 2 quick outs, and then here comes the 3-hitter and the 4-hitter with back-to-back hits. And now the 5-hitter. He's going to have to pitch him a little careful. He thought he was cruising. Now he's in a little trouble.
In now is Anthony Rendon. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going.
So now you got a chance. Here it is already in this ball game. You got a guy sitting there in scoring position. Drive him in, execute, and you jump away from yesterday's loss.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Phillips is there. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. Nats leave a pair, and now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Steven Strasburg, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, H?
Matt, the last 3 games been a bit of a struggle, and you wonder why. Well, you look at the base runners. He's allowing a lot of traffic on the bases. And so for that, I look at one number, his whip. It's over 1.5. He's got to get that down if he wants a chance to win games.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Inciarte.
Popped high in the air. There to play it is Lind, and there's one away. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I think this team has to be hoping that Matt Kemp can turn it around. He's coming off a month where he hit in the low 200s. I mean, he barely put up any resistance at all. That's not what you expect for him, and I'm sure he's working hard to try to figure it out and turn things around.
Here's Brandon Phillips. He's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1. Harold, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win. Matt, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are, and this guy's a good hitter, by the way, but he came right after him early in the count.
1-1. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
1 out, nobody on. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club. Strasburg comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, 14 hits in 35 ABs. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
2 out, nobody on. Slice down the left side, but foul. Here's another 0-2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Worth ranging back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Here's Adam Lind. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one.
Adam Lind.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch. 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Braves.
Jason.
And I'm looking at that dude BP. Yeah, the second baseman right there. He is really special. I love the nickname, but on top of that, Brandon Phillips is a showman. Hit a ball at him, he'll flip it behind his back, he'll jump up and snag it. He does everything. Can't take your eyes off him.
Now at the plate, Jason Worth. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Hit hard on the ground is short. Swanson brings it in. On to first, and Worth is set down. There are 2 away.
Batting 8th, catcher, Matt Wieters.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And a 2-seam fastball there, but this is chopped fouled at the plate for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You know, it's so hard to get around on a pitch like that, particularly when it's up and in on your hands like that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Batting average comes in down in the 240s.
Right fielder, Matt Kemp.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. Oh, and I think that got him in the foot. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Here's Emilio Bonifacio now. He was 1 for 4 with a triple in the ball game last night. First delivery to him on the way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Here it comes on 1-1. 2-1.
With all that speed over there on first base, I'm not surprised to see that fastball on the outside corner. That's almost like a pitch out.
Nobody out, runner on first. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. One away.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Nationals. And I'm looking at the catcher, Matt Wieters. Biggest compliment I ever heard from Matt Wieters: nobody catches a throw from the outfield and tags a runner better than him. He'll take a shot, too. He also calls a pretty good game.
Adonis Garcia digs in now. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Here's a high pop-up. Turner is there for it. 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. And a pitch out, but no movement from Kemp over at first. Two out with the man at first.
D-Rod.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Squared that one up just a little late. again. He sends it out of play. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Harper has a read on it, and the inning is over. Braves strand one. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping up now, Steven Strasburg. 9-1-2 due up.
The pitcher number 37, Steven Strasburg.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time. One-0 count. Here it is. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but this will be a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. Slider stayed too low, ball 2.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
Swing as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, one away.
Now, I know he struck out there,
No
but
batter,
for a
number
pitcher,
7.
that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now, 1-2. Third inning, no score to this point. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And the pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Adam Eaton.
In now is Adam Eaton. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators.
Well, that was 2 quick outs right there, getting those guys in front of him, but now the 2-hitter comes to the plate. Right here, you look to either get on base any way you can, hit a gapper, anything, because you want those big boys coming up next.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses 2-1.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game. And the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Garcia in foul ground makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nationals gone in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping in, Kurt Suzuki. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year.
Kurt Suzuki.
He's set, and the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. And it's grounded foul.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing two fastballs now in a row.
Strasburg on 1-1. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one. So the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Standing in now, Julio Teheran. This will show bunt, but pull it back for ball one.
Well, I like that right there. Pulling the bat back. You still got to bunt a strike. That's the one trap that bunters fall into. They think they got to bunt anything. It's not a squeeze bunt. You still have to bunt a strike.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
Well, you clearly have a guy scuffling right now on the mound. Look, he hit the last batter, and then he's falling behind here. As a hitter, you just got to sit there and look for one specific pitch before you swing.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now a bunt attempt here, and this will be swept away in foul territory, and we'll see if they try the bunt again. The 2-1 on its way, and they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Ready for another chance. Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get in the chase up above the zone a little bit.
And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Murphy has it. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
I love the hitting streak. I was glad to see him get that knock. I was hoping we weren't going to jinx him.
In now, Brandon Phillips. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. First time up, he went down looking. Here comes the 1-0. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Pitch out, nothing doing. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Strasburg with a check at first, and the runner back in standing. Set. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a line drive. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Has a look, now the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Freeman flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Chopped in front of home plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, there's a 1-out infield single. You know what? You can start a lot of rallies with 1 out. He was hustling down the line. If you pitch him, you think, golly, that was so unlucky.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Kemp. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Worth has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner on. Worth puts it right on the dime. He's out at home plate. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. 3 innings complete. Braves lead this one 1-0. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Daniel Murphy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, the first 2 pitches are interesting, both away from the left-hander. Will he bust him back in and challenge him? It's going to be a good at-bat to watch.
A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Settling in now, Bryce Harper. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. In the dirt here. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Well, I don't know what he was sitting on right there, but that's the pitch you want. You're heading the count.
An easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Hit the last batter. Now he finds himself down 3-1. Look, he's just got to groove one and get himself back in the rhythm and throw strikes.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's throwing first pitch this game have been for strikes. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
This is when he's at his best. 2 runners in scoring position, and this is where he bears down. It's almost like he says, all right, I'm in a jam. Now let me show you how good I am.
Here's the 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded, foul. Now another 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
Hit hard to short. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
Here's Adam Lind, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Oh, that was a good-looking slider to hit. It kind of hung him one. When you got a slider right there and it's spinning towards you, that's the one you annihilate.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. He's set. Now the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Has a look. Now the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And fellas, if we do games together for the next decade, we might never see two starters in the same game throwing that hard. I mean, this has really been something. Now to the plate, Jason Worth. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ball one.
No strike.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chasing after it is Inciarte. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Only one in the inning for the Nationals. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. All tied at 1-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Emilio Bonifacio. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 64.
First delivery to him on the way. This ball's grounded foul. The 0-1 on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, he tried to put him away on 2 pitches low in the zone, and he just wasn't biting. Nice job of hitting.
Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Worth. 1 out.
Third baseman number 13, Adonis Garcia.
Adonis Garcia digs in now. He popped out in his first trip. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Well, he's really having good success in this game. And, you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strasburg on 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Two, here it is. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here it comes, 1-0. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Strasburg comes set. Here's the pitch. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Now at the plate, Matt Wieters comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Wieters awaits the 0-1, and there's one well above the zone for a ball. Wieters awaits the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
This is not the guy you want to walk right here. Look, the 8-hitter, this could set up a big inning if he gets on.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, pitcher Stephen Strasburg.
Striding in once again, Stephen Strasburg. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at bat on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And there's ball 1. And this is popped up back behind second. Swanson takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop Trey Turner.
Ready once again, Trey Turner. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Digging in, Kurt Suzuki. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Kurt Suzuki.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. In to cut it off is Worth. It's a base hit. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Stepping in now, Julio Teheran. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Center fielder number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte. A hit in 2 tries so far. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out and a runner on second base. Tapper right back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The second baseman, number
Digging
4,
in once again, Brandon Phillips. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2 outs here with a runner at third. That's wide, 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Strasburg comes set. 2-0 on its way. 3-0 now. Freddie Freeman would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Swinging on 3-0, but this is chopped foul right at home plate. Fastball in there, 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Digging in to try it again, Adam
Leading off for
Eaton.
Washington,
He'll try and get things
center
started
fielder,
as we begin inning
two,
number 6.
Adam Eaton.
In there, 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
And he takes strike 2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Bonifacio will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Striding in once again, Daniel Murphy. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
Ready for another shot now, Bryce Harper. It was a walk in his last trip. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled straight back. One and one, here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Ball's on the outside half. You go with the pitch. Old school textbook hitting. Stays with it and drove that ball over the shortstop head.
Rendon.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Yeah, and as we take another look at this pitch is on the outer half of the plate. The catcher doesn't know whether to backhand it or not, and it just skips off his glove for the pass ball. He'll be upset with himself about that one, no doubt.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Right side, hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Adam Lind.
Into the box, Adam Lind. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul. Lind awaits the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. from the stretch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Another 1-2 delivery. He pulls this one into right, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Josh Collmenter trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Josh Collmenter.
Jason Worth will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. In the air out toward right field. Waiting on it now is Kemp, and he puts it away to retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Nationals 2 and the Braves 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Freeman. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. The 0-1 on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Two-strike pitch from Strasburg. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. Another 2-2 offering. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman. Number 13 for him on the year as the Braves have come back to tie things up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues to hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder Matt.
So here's Matt Kemp now. as he loops under the ball and pops it up. Comes set with the 0-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Here's Emilio Bonifacio now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters. In now, Adonis Garcia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 pitch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Two out, nobody on. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back here at SunTrust Park, all tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Wieters.
A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. Wieters awaits the 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 1-2 pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, pitcher, Stephen Strasburg.
Jose
Your attention,
Lobaton
please.
will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Strasburg, number 59, Jose Lobaton.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Inciarte's there. 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now the pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bonifacio is right there, and he will put it. Joe Nathan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Joe Nathan.
Digging in once again, Dansby Swanson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And that misses inside 1-0. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Now another 2-2. Cue shot here out towards short. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
24, Kurt Suzuki.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here it comes, 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And this is pulled hard but foul. Hope they brought their gloves for that one out there. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And that is swung on and missed by Suzuki. He's down on strikes for the first out.
Hey, anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Nick Markakis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 22, Nick Markakis.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. From the stretch. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
And the runner will get back standing. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Ready with the 3-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. After it is Worth. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Now at the plate, Ender Inciarte. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Nathan sets. First pitch on the way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up. And we are tied 2-2. Ian Kroll has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 46, Ian Kroll.
In now is Adam Eaton. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Oh, and 2, here it is. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. Ready for another chance? Daniel Murphy. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
When he is on, that slider is one of the best pitches in all baseball. That's why he's so tough to those lefties.
The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. Inciarte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Blake Trinan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 45, Blake Trinan.
Here's Brandon Phillips, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far.
Brandon Phillips.
To third, fielded by Rendon. On to first, and how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tie ball game? 1 away.
Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, right fielder, Matt Kemp.
Ready once again, Matt Kemp. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. And a ball 1-0.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Game. Throw into second. And that is where the wheels pay off as he's able to make it into second with a hustle double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Here's Emilio Bonifacio now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Fouled straight back. In the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he is out at third base, trying to move up as a possible go-ahead run, and the inning is over. Braves go down quietly, and this game is still tied at 2-2. In now is Anthony Rendon. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Anthony Rendon.
First delivery to him on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. The next 3-2. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Just miss on that changeup. I like that pitch right there. You got 2 strikes on him. Throw that changeup and see if he chases it. That time he laid off, but hey, good idea.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason Worth.
So striding in, Jason Worth. He flew out in his last at bat. In there, no balls and a strike. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. 2 out, nobody on. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. Score remains 2-2. Coming to the plate now,
Leading off
Emilio
from bottom of the ninth for the
Bonifacio.
Braves.
No hits in 3 tries
Left
so
fielder,
far. He's struck out
number
once.
64.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Adonis Garcia.
Adonis Garcia digs in now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it comes. Hit sharply toward the right side. Harper is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In for a strike. It's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Rendon has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Derek Norris is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames.
Derek Norris.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Now batting.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Ryan Zimmerman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 11, Ryan Zimmerman.
Nope.
Low for ball one. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 1 home run and a pair of RBIs. Here's the 1-0. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. On to first, and it's a very quick start to the 10th. Already 2 away here.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Coming to the plate now, Trey Turner. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Now here it comes. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Derek Norris will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 23, Derek Norris.
Sammy Solis comes on to start the home. Into the box now, Kurt Suzuki. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Back up the middle. And now this will be a base hit for Suzuki. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
Leadoff base hit, bottom of the 10th inning. Matt, we might be treated for a walk-off. I'm curious how they're going to try to move him home. Will they manufacture him by bunting? Let him steal. They got maybe a possible ball in the gap he can score on. Let's see how the inning unfolds.
Tyler Flowers will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And the runner back safely. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. No home runs as of yet, and 6 RBIs. In the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
A possible winning run on second. No one out. Now a pickoff play at second, but the runner's back easily. The 1-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Center fielder number 11. Ender.
Into the box now, Ender Inciarte. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hard liner towards short, but unfortunately right after shortstop for the second out.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
Now at the plate, Brandon Phillips. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. The 1-0. That's popped up out towards short right field. Murphy ranging into the outfield, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One hit, one left, and we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations, partner. 11th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Chaz Rowe takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 51, Chaz Rowe.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Eaton. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
Number 2, Adam Eaton.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Inciarte will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Next for the Nationals, second baseman Daniel Murphy.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 0-2 home. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Digging in once again, Bryce Harper is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Comes set and the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Nationals gone in order. Score remains 2-2. Ready for another chance? Freddie Freeman. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Freddie Freeman.
That tails back over, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. And now a pitch on the way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
If he can keep hitting the corner with that 2-seam fastball, it's going to be really effective. But if he leaves it out over the middle of the plate, it could be a dangerous spot.
Here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And there's ball 2 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And it misses. 3-1 now. And yeesh, not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Here's Emilio Bonifacio now. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-0. And he misses again. 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. And he'll break through with a solid knock here. His first of the ball game.
Well, they still got a shot. 1 out. They get a big base hit right there. Now they got a runner in scoring position and a chance to end this game.
Garcia.
Adonis Garcia digs in now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The 0-1. And he gets ahead with a sinker on the outside.
Tell you what, Matt, not much to do with those pitches. I know he's looking at 2 strikes now, but the first one was on the outside half. The other one ended up on the outside half with 2 different looks. What can he do? Nothing much with that one.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
It's a big spot, Matt. You know, I like how he's pitching, though. Get him 0-2, you waste 1, and now you got to expand the zone still and see if he'll stay aggressive and chase a pitch.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Another one sent foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Eaton going back on it, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they've come back to win it here in 11 innings.
Well, the way things unfolded, you kind of had a sense that this thing was going to end in dramatic fashion, and that's exactly what happened. A walk-off for the win? Wow.
Freddie Freeman. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
Three to 2, the finish in tonight's game. Chaz Rowe gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at SunTrust Park, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.